All right, so it's round two with this leg workout. Last time I did this, I almost passed out and I had to switch up my diet. Like I said, I increased 200 calories. I eat in the morning now, so I'm already pumped up with 50 grams, 53 grams of carbs, about 20 grams of protein. And we're going to try this round two. I'm going to show you how I warm up, just because some people I see at the gym, they don't really know how to warm up properly, in my opinion. So I'll just take you how I do it. So the first thing I do is I already did the bar. All right. So I do the bar and I just get low in my deep squat. And I just kind of sit there a little bit and I find my range and just to warm up with just the bar, just the movement pattern. Then I throw on 45s. All right. Put my hood up just a little bit so I can put the bar on my back. All right. All right. So then when I do this, the goal is a lot of people they have their wrists. I can tell you probably can't tell from that angle, but their wrists are broken. I get my wrist straight, lock my back up, lock my core up, take a deep breath in, lock, drop down, and again I sit in the bottom a little bit. And I just do like three. There's no need to go overboard, especially if you've been working out for a while, because you know that your body is good, it's used to it. So, I mean, your body's strong enough to do this. So you might as well just do just a couple, just to really prepare the central nervous system. I'll throw on a couple more plates, but I'll do 25s. And normally I'm picky about, see how I put a metal one on that side, and then this side has a rubber one. Normally I would not do that. There's no reason why I shouldn't do it, right? But the reason is it's just my OCD. Can't have a metal on one side and a rubber on the other. But since it's just a warm-up set, it's fine. So then again, see, so just two, and I feel like I'm good. All right. Then I put some 45s on. And then you gotta do some calculations. So I'm going up to, I believe, 265. So this is 225. I don't want to go too close to my, because the more you go up, the higher you go, the the more you're gonna burn out, right? The more you're gonna tire yourself out. So I'll do one more warm-up set. I'll do it with we'll add a 5 on. How about that? Because this is 235. So it's gonna be it's gonna be 30 pounds less than my working weight. And you want to find the sweet spot. So you don't want to go too heavy because then you burn out, but you don't want to go too light because then you're not, like, the first couple of reps, if you go too light during your warm-up sets, are going to be difficult and it's going to get in your head. So the goal is to get as close to your working weight as possible without actually tiring yourself out. So again, I'm just going to do like probably just one rep with this. The goal is just to feel the weight because my body is already warmed up. I just want to feel the weight so it's not a shock. Okay. And because you guys distracted me, normally during this, as you could tell, I'm barefoot. But I have special squatting shoes that I wear. And what these are, they're hard base on the bottom. They just increase the heel to get me on more of my weight, um, like forward. I still put my weight on my heels, but it just angles me a little bit and allows more clearance in my hips and in my knees. And that allows me to keep my chest up more, which will then allow me to hit more of my quads. Because the more you lean forward, the more you're hitting your hamstrings. So I'm trying to hit my quads. So these really help me. So I'm gonna put these on. I'll put my belt on, and we'll be good to go. All right, so belt is on, but I was wanting to keep it super tight, so I'm gonna keep it loose until it's time to go. Got my shoes on, and now gotta put on the weight. And remember, in the working set, there's no mixing. Not mixing rubber and metal. I won't do it. So we got 2 metal there. And 2 metal there. All right. So the working set is 8. Let's see how I feel after this. Because yeah. I think back squat's hard, right? And I'm still new to the cut. So maybe I need 75 parts in the morning. I don't know. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 1 set. If I do this 1 set, that's gonna be 3 sets total because I did 2 sets 2 days ago. I don't know if it really translates like that, but let's pretend it does. And we'll see how I feel after this, and then we'll go from there. So gotta do 8. Mm. 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 All right. So I'm not gonna lie, a little lightheaded again, but not as bad as the first day. But to be honest, it feels pretty easy. Like the working feels easy. I'm not like holding my breath as much as I would to brace, as I'm trying to breathe more to reduce my lightheadedness, and maybe that could be it because it's good to like brace when you're doing heavy weight, but when you're doing higher reps, I don't know if that's always the smart thing. And like I said, I'm trying to figure it out. Because you're just doing like if I'm doing 8 reps and I'm holding my breath, holding my breath, that might be the disaster to get me to be lightheaded. So maybe it's just doing that strategy more with heavy weight. So yeah, we'll do another side. And then, depending on how I feel after that, we'll call it an even 4 sets, uh, just 2 days apart. And then next week when I do this, I'll definitely eat, especially on this day, I'll just eat more carbs on the heavy day. It's all a learning process. Okay, round two, and same thing. All right, that's what working out is. A lot of people stop working out because what is working out? Well, it's the monotony. It's the monotonous behavior day after day after day. But I'm here to tell you that that monotonous behavior is what's going to allow you to grow into the person that you want to become. Anything worth pursuing, it's there's going to be that boredom that people, too many people need spontaneity. They need variety. And I'm here to tell you that spontaneity and variety is not what gets results. It's the boring work day in and day out, every day, over and over and over again, really accumulates a strong foundation that you can then build yourself from, whether it's working out, running a business, being a good husband, a good father. Like, it's not about spontaneity, it's about being a rock and an immovable rock that can build on top of, and layer by layer, brick by brick, you build. And at first, you don't see much results. But then when you live your life that way, you can look back in time, and go back 5 years and see where you started and where you are. And then compare that to people who are like spontaneous, right? Who just like to go with the flow. And that might be a bad example because, going with the flow is good, right? I'm not saying that. But to go with the flow against your principles and against your your the work that you know is going to build, that's where you get just nowhere fast. I promise. All right, round two. Again, the work is easy. It's it's lightheadedness after that gets you. Honestly, it could be because I was drinking too much caffeine before this. Maybe I'll cut back on that a little bit. All right, round three coming up. All right, round three. Not much to say, but just to get it. Just remember, it's easy weight. It's easy. Just breathe, and everything's gonna be okay. And then next week, because I do still feel a little lightheaded, I'm just gonna up this day. I'm gonna up my calories to 75 grams carbs and reduce my caffeine. All right, 8 of them. Lightweight. Makes you feel like yoga. When I used to do yoga, I would feel like I was gonna pass out like this. I would always fight it. And the way to fight it is just to stay calm. And just like that, it's supposed to go away. So yeah, lesson learned, you know? Like I said, it's a growing process. Last time I felt horrible. Like right now I'd still be fighting it. That was just an instant, so it definitely works to increase my carbs. Just need to calibrate it a little more. And by the end of the 6 weeks, it's gonna be locked in. And this is a learning phase for me, right? So I'm learning. And maybe, you know, if you're watching, if you want to do a cut, you can learn through me. And that was the whole point of this, is just documenting my journey, to be able to, for one, to look back and really make sense of the 6 weeks, but also to help the people who are following me and who want to do the same thing. All right, on to the next. All right, so I'm doing RDLs, also known as Romanian deadlifts. And the goal here is to stretch out the hamstring. So a lot of people, when they do these, I notice that they go and then they break at their back to get the bar lower. There's no point of doing that. You want to just activate those hamstrings. So I focus on keeping my shoulders back and just driving my hips back and feeling my hamstrings stretch up. Once that's done, come forward. So I'm just working for a heavy set of 8. I put on 225. I already did a couple warm-up sets. This might be it, but we might go up and weight. Let's see. So you first start off by just standing up, right? So it's not the deadlift on this starts from the top, not from the bottom. Go heavier. So we'll load it up a little more. Do another rep. All right, so round 2. I added 30 pounds on. So this is 255. Again, goal is to get 8. I might stop short if it's not enough weight. Then I'm not going to keep doing sets of 8, right? But we'll see how this goes. The hard part is the grip. So I wish I had my straps. So I'm torn because I could do more, but I need my straps. So we'll count it. We'll count it at 255. And I actually have a client calling right now, so count it, 255. All right. So now I'm doing leg extensions and I'm getting 20 with as much weight as possible. Just went back in my log, and last time I got 170 pounds for 15. So I put it back to 170. And we're going to try to get 20. Here we go. Yeah. All right, so I'm doing 2 times 8 at RPE 8 and 1 set of max. So here goes the first set. I'm gonna go a little heavier, huh? So it looks like it's 210. There we go. Once I'm done, that's the weight, 210. Let's go. All right, round 2. See, this is to get it down to your level. But one of the benefits of maintaining mobility throughout the years is I can just, oh, easy. Okay. Next one. 225. Lightweight, baby. All right, so this is a as many reps as possible. And I know I said I brought it down to 225, but I'm feeling good now. So bringing that down to 240. Here you go. As many reps as possible. We'll say 6 full reps, 2 partial reps. All right. And then the last workout is this. I've never actually used this before, so I have no idea what I'm doing. I would call these when I was a kid, call these the yes-no machines. But I guess the technical term is seated hip abductor. But I like yes-no. So 2 sets of 8 and 1 set, just like the others. So we'll see how this works. This one does. All right. Well, I feel it. Really, it's kind of easy. Have a good one. All right, round 2. All right, we're gonna bump this up a lot. I'm going up to 150. I did 110 or 90, 110. Then we're gonna bump this last up to 150. As close as we can get. Last time I didn't bring it as close. You know, I'm learning. All right. Eight full reps, two partial reps. And we're done.